Alright. Welcome back to Behind the Tools. Today we're hanging out with Bryan from Service and Brady from Install. We're going to be talking a little bit about homeowners, what they don't see, and kind of a little bit behind the scenes. And we're also going to be sharing some new fall HVAC tips that you might need before winter hits. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. We will give a little insight that we actually filmed this and our audio got messed up. So we are refilming so they're a little bit more prepared for the questions, right?
This is take two.
This is take two, which, I mean, just like when you guys do jobs, we always have to have like a trial run, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's all good. So we're going to get a little bit into it. First, we kind of just want to say a little bit about you guys, even though we are going to have a segment coming up for individual interviews with you guys. So I kind of want you to just like introduce yourself and just tell me how long you've been doing HVAC. So Brady, go ahead.
My name's Brady.
My name's Brady. That's
My name's Brady. I've been doing HVAC for about 2 years now.
Yeah, I'd say about 2 years. Yeah.
Give or take.
What made you like pick the side of install?
Well, I started out doing new construction, knew nothing about HVAC, and then just as I've learned, it kind of just been put onto the more residential install side of it. So
that's true. What's your your favorite part of what you do?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You know.
I don't know. Working with the coworkers I get to work with on a day-to-day basis.
You have a great team.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are full of fun.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. We always know when you guys are here at the office.
Especially this guy.
This guy. Oh, man.
I'm good.
You're good? Yeah, right.
Perfect angel.
Oh, man. You guys will have to see the fun little B-roll that we got of when I went to go get a coffee with them. All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Bryan.
I'm Bryan. I've been doing this for 6 years, maybe more. Yeah, something like that.
What kind of got you into like the trade, you think?
I did duct cleaning before, and my boss gave me the opportunity to go into HVAC. So I took the opportunity and ran with it.
What are like the things that make you want to come back every day?
Probably the people and people's dogs.
People's dogs?
Yeah.
The paychecks.
I mean, come on, let's be real. Obviously, yeah, paychecks. That's too funny. The paychecks. So, who do you think has it tougher between you two? Service or install?
I would say it's about 50-50.
Yeah,
You think it's
I'd say
50-50?
in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely makes sense. Give a little bit about, like, how does your day run as a service tech, Bryan?
Well, you wake up in the morning, look at your board, and gotta get sad about it, because you have so many calls.
Gotta get
my
sad
word.
about it.
Then you go to a gas station and pick yourself up an energy drink or a coffee, and then you just start busting out calls. And then it's funny when people ask you, what time you're off, because you never know.
There's
when
never
you're
a
getting off.
set time.
No.
I think you kind of know per season. I think this could be with install and with service. Probably more service-wise.
Yeah.
Is that it's like, it's definitely seasonal. We pick up on highs and lows throughout the year. And then you kind of know, like, hey, this is a low time for us. I am probably going to get off maybe, like, what?
3.
3-ish is, like, an average. And then, like, when we're, like, busy, like...
Run.
You're running. And then especially if you're on call that night, you might not be going home.
Right.
So...
You get done with the regular day, and then you just keep going.
Yeah.
Till whenever.
How do you feel about that with install?
Oh, yeah, over our busy season, like, you never know when you're going to get done.
Yeah. So you got to tell the girlfriend, the wifey,
Oh, yeah.
to be like, sorry, go get your own
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A for the night.
Yeah, they're like, what time are you going to be home tonight? Oh, ugh.
You're like, I don't
Joke's
know.
on you.
Yeah. I'll be home Thursday night.
I'm sleeping in my truck.
Let's go a little bit about like what homeowners don't see. So Bryan, you kind of walked us through a little bit of like what your day looks like. What is going on behind the scenes that the customers like don't realize?
Probably the phone calls with supply houses trying to find parts.
Yeah.
I know that we go up and talk to customers about what's going on with their system, and then we kind of have to disappear for a minute to try and find parts. So,
Yeah.
and we're calling multiple supply houses. I mean, 3 to 4 supply houses just to try and find a part.
Like if they need the part or
I mean, there's some times where one doesn't have it, so you have to try and find an aftermarket. And I mean, that's probably one thing that customers don't see
Yeah.
whenever we're in their house.
What do you feel like for install? Like what happens that morning of an install before the crew even gets to the job site that the client might not know what's going on?
I mean, it's a little easier for installs. You don't really know what we're doing until we get to the shop. So, just wake up, get ready for the day, go to the shop, and then from there we get lined out on what jobs we have for the day, get all of our materials, and then we head out to our jobs.
Do you think customers or I like to say clients more than customers, do you think they think that we just have everything on hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of stuff on our vans, but not.
And in our warehouses, like we have 2 warehouses that are full, but there's always like stuff on both sides. That
almost every job we go to, it's like, okay, we need to go get this.
Yeah, and sometimes clients forget that like there might have been like a job or a day before that you used like all that up, so you have to go and replenish, like obviously, because we want to do the job right, so we're needing to have those parts and material and things like that. Like a little bit of follow up on that, Brady. What do you think is more unpredictable day? Like in your service, like as a service, or like an installer?
I would say they're about the same in different ways.
Yeah.
Like his day, he could get done and get 5 more calls.
Yeah.
Or especially if he's on call. His night is just so predictable. But with installs, you'll run into a lot of
like
unpredicted
like job
issues.
Site things. Okay. How do you like to handle those?
Just
a small way, boys.
take a step back, take a deep breath, and
that makes sense.
Use your brain.
Use your
brain.
Well, that's good that you're using your brain on job site, right?
I really hope you are.
Bryan, what's something that homeowners would be surprised to learn about, like what's going into you doing your job right?
So when I do tune-ups, a lot of the times the customers are down there with me and they want to learn how a furnace works. So you start telling them and teaching them, and they're just like, that's what my furnace does? Yeah, that's what your furnace does just to start up.
Yeah.
Type deal. You have to go through the sequence of operations. And they're just like, well, I thought it just lit and warmed up my house. And they're surprised that it has to go through all these safety checks, and then the igniter turns on, and this, that, and the other, and they're just like, huh, it's crazy.
Do you feel like more people are shocked and about like maintenance wise, like not realizing that they do need to do maintenance at least, once a year on each system?
Oh yeah. You roll up to a furnace tune-up that hasn't been touched in 5 years, and they're like, oh, everything's good, everything's working, and you come back up with a list full of problems that needs to have solutions.
Yeah.
And they're like, nope, everything looks good here. Well, you're not going to have heat. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Well, and I think about that even with like service and install, I like to compare it to like cars, where like you need maintenance on them generally, or it's going to burn out at one point. And then when you are just ran out of options, you got to replace it.
Right.
And I think people forget about those things because HVAC is not aesthetically pleasing. It's not. There's nothing sexy about HVAC. I'll just flat out say that. Think about it. Like, it's just this box in your freaking closet or your basement or outside. Like, what's so aesthetically pleasing about an HVAC system?
Nothing.
There's nothing.
Nothing.
And so I think people just tend to forget about it. Or, there's just not that much education. Like, I think until I got into HVAC, I got into HVAC a little bit before Bryan in office-wise. I wasn't a homeowner or anything at the time, but I didn't realize that, like, how much maintenance you need to do in your home or when you do need to repair or replace things. Do you guys feel like now being in the industry, obviously you have that education, do you like to spread that to people as much as you can?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you like to tell people about, like, why you should get maintenances or replacement at a super old unit?
Like you said, it's like a car. Anything mechanical needs maintenance, and if you don't keep up on that maintenance, it's gonna burn out.
It's gonna just get out of here.
It's not gonna last forever.
No.
You can prolong the life by doing proper maintenance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You also have to realize it's not gonna last forever.
Yeah, there still will be a timeline, but we can at least make it.
It's crazy because customers think that their old systems are going to last forever without anyone touching it type deal.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's definitely, I think I hear that all the time on the phone. They'll be calling up and be like, hey, my system is 35 years old. It should still be working.
and it's not.
And we're
I'm
like,
cold.
well, it's 35 years old. Like, of course it's, and then I start asking the questions like, did you get tune-ups? You get it inspected and everything. And they're like, we don't even know what that is.
Never heard of those words.
Yeah. How many times just even on the phone that I've educated people that makes me shocked.
Wait, I was supposed to change the filters?
There's a filter?
There's a filter? Huh. Yeah, which I think that's what's great is about, like, our company is, that's why we're here. Mm-hmm. We're here to do the replacements. We're here to do the service for people. Because not everybody has that skill set or anything like that. So, let's talk a little bit more into fall maintenance. I know we've got Brady on here, and he's obviously installed, but we would like your input still, like, on maintenance. So it's fall. Furnaces are firing up. Let's give some homeowners a little bit more advice. Bryan, like, what's one simple thing that, like, every homeowner should do before turning on their system for the first time?
Check your filter.
Check your filter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. Because especially if you have, like, pets.
A clogged filter will overheat your system, and you will not be happy this winter.
You will be chilly.
Yep.
You will be cold. Brady, what's something that you, like, what's one thing that you wish homeowners would almost stop doing to their system?
Neglecting them.
Neglecting. I think that's, like, the biggest one. I kind of just talked about that a little bit, but, like, really neglecting it and not taking care of it, or even just, like, calling who you need to take care of it, is just going to do more damage for your pocket almost.
And it just makes the job harder for the guy that finally has to come back and either service it or replace it.
Can you, when you go on an install, can you tell, like, you're like, this unit has not been looked at,
when there's like a 1/4 inch of dust on the top of it.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, this thing hasn't been touched in a couple years.
Go get your white glove out and you, like, put it around it and go show the client, be like, you got to take care of this.
Yeah, take the door up and write "wash me" on it.
Wash me, that's a good one. What are a few, like, warning signs, Bryan, that you should look for when your system might not be going to be making it through the coming up winter?
Warning signs. Especially, like, if a tech comes and gives you, A, B, and C options, definitely think about them. And if they're telling you that these are problems and they might not last, definitely start thinking about, changing parts.
Yeah. Well, and even with that, a little note on that is that get the second opinion.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If you have a company telling you that you do need to replace it, you've got, a cracked heat exchanger, something
motors,
like that, get the second opinion. We push that probably really hard because we'd rather have people making sure that they know their options to see if it's going to be either a repair or a replacement. Because I think as our company makes it a little bit different, and because we've got a pop-up of equity companies here in Utah that are buying all these little companies up, that are probably a lot of Utah homeowners see the big names They think that they're still local. They think they're still whatever,
Nope.
but they're really not. And ironically, me and Bryan actually have came from one of those companies that sold off, and it is now one of those big equity companies that I feel like those people are more untruthful to clients
Oh yeah.
than like us.
Mm-hmm.
We have a franchise name. We know that. But do you guys feel like we are really on probably one of the more truthful local companies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From like what you hear about other like all these big guys and stuff, like there's been ones on the news already and things like that. And so kind of like wrapping around is getting your second opinion. If you really want to make sure that you're getting your options for replacement or repairs, get that second option. Like get that
Don't
second
be afraid.
opinion. Yeah. Because obviously we all want jobs. Yes, we do want jobs. I think we're a business. It makes sense. But we want to care about the clients. Like, how do you like to care about your install clients?
Just respect their boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, if they don't want shoes on in their house, then
You're taking the shoes off for the install.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the difference that we do.
Us as installers have to make the clients be comfortable with us being in their home.
Yeah.
Like, it's their home. They don't know us. Like, when we get there,
it's
uncomfortable having people you don't know in your home.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you probably have had that happen before.
Yeah. You just got to do your best, talk to the customers, and make them comfortable with you being there.
That makes sense. How do you feel like as a service tech, how can you put, let's see, how do you say this? Like, let a customer trust you as much as you can. How do you like to build that trust?
With me, I look around their house and start picking stuff out that, I like, and of course they like, or they wouldn't put it in their house. And then just start making conversation about it and just be like, share experiences and bringing them down to where the furnace is and kind of showing them what I'm seeing, explaining it to them, but also just the conversations with them. So that builds a lot of trust with them.
Yeah, I mean, just like you both said, just making them feel as comfortable as they can. You kind of have to like read the room a little bit to see like because you don't want to, when someone's uncomfortable, they're not going to make the decision. You probably both have been there in a situation where you're like, I'm not really quite sure about this. Maybe this person is giving me those off feelings. So are you really going to go with the service or anything? I'm like, no, people aren't going to. If each of you could give just one quick pro tip to a homeowner this season, what would it be?
Get a tune-up.
Get a tune-up.
Yep.
Get your tune-up done. Just get the maintenance done.
If you've got installers coming to change out equipment, just make sure the area that they're going to be working in is clear of debris.
Yeah.
It goes a long way.
You like working in tight spaces.
Yeah, like having an open, clean workspace for us just makes our job so much easier.
Well, you can be more efficient for that client.
Yeah.
Because
it makes us a lot
an install
faster.
Yeah, it takes a lot more time for that client than like a repair. I mean, repairs can take an all-day job.
Yeah.
But you are almost like, if you know that you're going to have an install, you know that you're going to be in that client's home for how many hours you think? Like an average. At least a minimum of like 4 almost.
Yeah, I would say like average like 5 hours.
Yeah. So
and it can also change depending on the equipment that we're doing.
Yeah.
But.
And if we have a home, like we work with a lot of elderly. If you have like problems moving your stuff, just communicate that to us.
Yeah, let us know.
I don't think I highly believe that none of us on our team would be like, no, I'm not going to move your stuff for you or anything like that. If they need help, if you need help, just ask, but we can move it. But prepping that a little bit before the install is a big ton, because then you can go in there with all your equipment, and we can just get it done and over with so you can enjoy your day.
And us doing the install, we're going to make a mess of our own.
Yeah, so, you don't want to get stuff like all over their stuff.
Yeah, so just us having room to make our mess and not making a mess on top of,
whatever
whatever there is. It makes it a lot easier for us to clean up our mess.
Yeah, that makes sense because you do want to leave like a good clean area, obviously, to make sure everything's working fine and everything's clean. And then if you have a bunch of stuff and then your stuff mixed in, it's just more messy. And it's not aesthetically, going back to
pleasing.
HVAC is not aesthetically pleasing. But we want to make sure that we're leaving it as nice condition, maybe even nicer before than it was right there.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So let's go a little bit more. Let's be honest. Some things don't go as planned. We both know this on install and service wise. What is a job that went sideways at the very beginning, but then you were able to make it work? Does anyone have like a story that you can think about? Threw that one for a loop for you.
Yeah.
There was one install last week where we were changing out some unit heaters, and we get there and it turns out one of the unit heaters is like above an office. So
that's fun.
Yeah, it took a lot of problem solving
to try to. Was it the one that was like over a bunch of like all the computers and like?
It was like a shop office.
Okay, I'm thinking about a different one.
Yeah,
okay.
So it wasn't. I mean, it was still over computers, but it was just like a built-in office in a shop, and the heater was above it.
Did you get like ladders or like what did you guys do to like?
I wasn't there to replace that one specifically.
Oh,
but
you were there.
The other two, same thing. There's stuff below them that we couldn't move, so we couldn't get our lift like in the perfect spot for us.
Yeah.
So we just had to.
You had to figure out a puzzle.
Yeah, we had to do what we could with the best that we
what
have.
we can do.
Yeah.
What about like service wise? Have you had like a job recently that went like sideways, but then you made it work?
I can't recall one.
You can't recall one? What's like the weirdest or funniest thing that's happened to you on a job site?
Is that for me or for?
Well, I mean, let's do for both. Like, what about you first, Bryan?
Well, I was on we call them no heats when the furnace doesn't work. I was doing a no heat, working on it, and I started hearing very loud footsteps from this lady, and then another footsteps.
Were you in a crawl space?
I was in a crawl space, yeah.
Okay.
And then I started hearing a lot of swearing, a lot of yelling, and then all of a sudden I started hearing, "Get down on the ground, this is the police." And it turned into, they told me that I have to come out of the crawl space to identify myself with.
Did the homeowner tell them that you were in the crawl space?
Yes.
You're like, I've got a service tech who's down here in the crawl space.
And I had to hurry and call my office and be like, "Hey, this is going to be a minute because I'm getting questioned by the cops." And so it was very weird. It was quite the experience.
How many cops were there?
I think there was like 5 on me.
Oh my!
I don't know why, but
well, they're all like, there was something obviously going with that homeowner.
Yeah, I mean, there was 5 talking to me and probably 6 or 7 inside the house still. So I mean, it was pretty fun. That was interesting.
The whole department was there.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't even think you were able to like even finish your call.
Yeah, I wasn't even allowed to go.
I
was allowed to get my tools and then I had to come back.
Oh, to finish the diagnostic. Yeah. That's crazy. What about you, Brady? Like, what's the weirdest or funniest, like...
It's so stupid, but me and one of my coworkers, we were doing some apartments in Murray, and we were just doing finishing work, so we were putting grills up, and my coworker was on the ladder hanging a grill, and he didn't realize the ceiling fan was on in the bedroom. And so he, like, lifts his head up, and, like, leans back to see if the grill is straight, and just...
It whacks him in the head.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Was it going off, like, pretty, like, fast?
Yeah.
High speed, baby.
Do they still work here?
Yeah.
Oh, was it Evan?
Yeah.
I'm like, they're all going to know names here. That's hilarious.
I've never laughed so hard before. It was hilarious.
I mean, how did he not hear it?
I think just, he was
just like
so focused on doing what he was doing that he just...
Just do all of that. When you finally, like, finish a long day and everything works out, like, perfectly, what's, like, the best part of that moment for you?
probably a grateful customer or client.
Yeah.
I would say, for me.
What about for install?
Like everything goes good. I'm just
You flip it on and it's just golden.
just the relief.
Yeah.
The 1, 2, 3 don't blow up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The 1, 2, 3.
You got all this anxiety. You're like, all right, here we go. And it works, and you're like, yes.
Oh
You're
my
so
gosh.
excited.
You just do that. That's you strive for almost perfection, but there's never going to be perfection.
No.
But we strive to like really provide that as much as we can to like all the clients. So it is awesome to always recognize those moments because, especially with service, you're going from job to job to job. That's something that also clients don't realize sometimes. That happens not just service, but install. You might have 2 installs a day or multiple people that you're visiting. How do you like to regroup yourself before the next call?
So what I do is I sit in my van and take deep breaths and listen to my favorite song and just kind of clear
Which
my
is
head.
Pink Pony Club, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is too.
Yeah.
Everyone hates riding with me because I make them listen to it.
I
Or
feel
yodeling.
like that or yodeling or like old country.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you probably make everyone listen
I do.
to that.
I do.
Oh my word. How do you like to like mentally prepare yourself that like let's say you were on an install, it was definitely like a mind twister. You still got it done, but then you have to go to the next person, but you're still maybe frustrated about the first one.
I just think about what's waiting for me at home. Like, still at the end of this day, I'm going to get to go home and
Go home.
Maybe.
just leave leave my problems at work.
Yeah.
Just, at the end of the day, I'm going to
You think about the
I'm
goal
gonna
of
be
like
home.
home, the
Yeah.
comfy, the comfort.
Yeah.
You get there,
Mhm.
your dinner,
And the-
brand sale, things like that.
The longer I take, the longer
Yeah.
I get to go home. So
That
it's
makes
just
sense.
like, all right, let's go get this done and
Yeah.
let's go home.
How do you think as a company we like to represent that to like our clients?
It's a tricky question.
Yeah, it
It's a
is.
tricky
That's a question for you.
That's a
I don't
question
know.
for me. That's a question for you.
I like to say that we represent us as professionals, not only in just doing service, but also installs too.
Yeah.
We're not the fastest, we're not the slowest, but we make sure everything is
I think
working properly.
our quality
Yeah.
that we really try to strive for as our company to people is like probably the biggest thing because we want to be helpful to clients.
Yeah.
We don't want to be more of a downer or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Yeah, and we just like strive for that. I think as a company,
Strive for greatness.
strive for greatness. Yeah. All right. So before we wrap up, we're gonna do a little time for a little rapid fire. I love this.
Oh, no.
You got like
Oh no.
2 seconds to answer or bragging rights for the week, however you guys want it. That. I mean, Bryan likes to tackle people in the office, so
Slam them in the
maybe you could just slap right into the printer. Yeah, poor Evan on that one. All right. What's your favorite tool?
My Klein 11-in-1 screwdriver.
That's.
Milwaukee Impact.
I thought you were gonna say the same thing as him. No?
Because someone blew up my screwdriver.
Someone blew out your
That's
screwdriver.
a story. We were
Yeah.
the first time I did a job with Bryan. We were doing a water heater and replacing a condensate pump. Well, he was
Okay.
working on the water heater, and he told me to wire up the new condensate pump. And I
Okay.
go, "Hey, did you flip the breaker off?" And he goes, "Yeah, it should be off." Touch it with the screwdriver.
So you were supposed to turn off the breaker and you didn't?
We turned off a breaker.
Yeah.
A breaker, but
It
not
said-
the breaker that you
Didn't
needed.
it say furnace on it?
I can't remember,
I think
but
it said
Oh, my
furnace.
word.
I remember saying, "Hey, is the power off?" It should be. All right.
I think we
Oh,
turned
my
off.
word.
There was one that it had to be like mislabeled, and I just
It
flipped
was
it off.
not the furnace.
It was
was
not the
not the
furnace. And
Oh,
so
my
now
word.
my Phillips head has a little
Love
ouchie
marks.
on it, and
Oh,
I
man.
cannot use it.
What's like the worst smell on a job site?
Cat piss.
Yes.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be. I think people also they forget like how many cats will go next to the furnace because it's warm, and then they'll pee on it, and they'll pee next to it, and we love pets, but not when you're working with
Right.
yeah. All right, coffee or energy drink?
Both.
Energy drink.
Energy drink. Crawl space or addict?
Crawl space.
Attic.
Why? Why would you pick attic and crawl space?
I feel like I have more room up in an attic.
You have more room up in an
Yeah.
attic?
Easier to clean up too.
What about crawl space?
I have nothing good to say about a crawl space, but I have a lot more bad things to say about,
About an attic?
You gotta stand on the trusses. You're swimming in insulation.
Yeah.
It's hot.
I'd rather be hot than laying down on my
I
belly
would rather
trying to-
just crawl
trying to
around
repair.
in
Yeah.
the dirt than swimming in insulation.
There you go. All right. Well, big thanks to Bryan and Brady. Thanks for hanging out today and giving us a little bit about behind the scenes. If you haven't booked your fall tune-up, go ahead and give us a call. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the next episode. Thank you. Cut.
Wah.
Look, Russ, no line.
Cheers, a view.
Okay, we didn't do